Okay, guys, the next play we're going to take a look at out of our gun doubles offset week mini scheme is going to be PA digs. First thing that I need to talk about is our running back play action. If you guys have been playing football from Madden college football for a while, you know that sometimes play action animations are not good. Now, in this case, I tend to sort of like this animation. I like the little route that our running back goes on afterwards. I like the fact that he could sometimes go out free between the center and the right guard. See there, he got hung up. So you got to be careful when you're doing that. Typically what I like to do, if my opponent likes to send a lot of blitzes, I'm blocking my running back. If he doesn't, I like to just put him on a swing route to the right. It's going to kind of keep consistency with some other plays that we've done in this mini scheme. So the very first read we're going to have is going to be our X receiver. Right about when he crosses over our center and right guard, that's usually when we're going to want to throw that. In routes are very underutilized, I think, in my opinion, and it's a really good route. And that's our very first read. Second read is going to be our running back. If they don't play it, they leave it open, you can dump it off. Sometimes your wide receiver will kind of meet that in route. Your far left receiver will meet at that perfect time, and then he will just kind of create a block for your running back. Sometimes he doesn't, but I try to pass lead inside and up and try to keep my running back going to the left as we throw that ball. Next thing we're going to take a look at is our tight end. We're going to put him on a drag. And of course, you guys know we're doing all this to set some things up later, right? We just want underneath. So typically what's going to happen, you'll see your tight end and your far left receiver X kind of cross pass in a sense right there, and they kind of mess people up. So you're going to want to throw that right when you see him get to the left of basically our left tackle, left guard area, depending on what side of the field you're on. Okay, so for our next read, it's going to be why I absolutely love this route. I think it's very underutilized. Sometimes I would like to custom stem him. Oh, if I can, sorry. I would like to custom stem him and move him down just one. Just kind of depends on where we're at on the field and what kind of yardage we need, because this route can take a little bit longer to develop. But what we're going to do is we're going to want to throw that right kind of as our in route is coming across the field. That's starting to drag those linebackers down. I'll show you what it looks like if we just leave him on that on the route that he's on already. But you're going to want to throw this very precisely. More times than not, you're going to have a user in the middle of the field, and he's going to start trying to guard that in route and start trying to guard that drag route from our tight ends. So a lot of times they're going to forget about what's behind them. That's when that Y route's going to come into play. Now, the last thing we can do, I like to utilize all of our receivers, right? I don't like to just take B and leave him on a streak, even though it is somewhat kind of beneficial to kind of get him cleared out of that area of the field for our running back to drop the ball. But if they were to start playing underneath, right, like I said, because we're kind of forcing them to start playing underneath coverage, one thing we can do is take our far right receiver and just put him on a little curl route, and that's going to just give us a final fifth option to throw the ball, and another thing for our opponent to think about as far as guarding and covering. But that's it, guys. PA digs. I absolutely love this play. If you watch me play, you're going to see me throw this probably at least once a drive. There's just a lot of options to it, and it's a very efficient play in my opinion.